Do you like fae romanticises? If so, I know some that you might not have heard of. And if you have, you need to move these ones up your TBR. This is book 1 and 2 of the Mirror Trilogy by Evyn. I gave both of these books 5 stars and 3 on the spice meter. Book 1 is The Other Side of the Mirror, and book 2 is The Mirror in the Mountain. What you're gonna come to expect in this book is fae, magic, and soul bonds, court politics, battles, and found family. Before I go any further, I want to say there is some darker topics and darker scenes in these books. So please check your trigger warnings and please heed this warning. So here's some of my thoughts on these books. I knew from the first couple pages of book 1 that this book was going to be amazing. Like, the book started off so strong and the story was just unfolding and I was like, what in the actual, like, I no joke was shook. As the story's unfolding, I'm over here updating my Goodreads like a weirdo because I am shook at just everything that's unfolding, because like I seriously could not believe that I had not heard of this series, because we all know I am a huge romantasy lover and I'm like, how are these books out here and I have not heard of them? So in book 1, there's all these twists and turns and they're flying at you from every direction. There's shocking revelations, you're all in your feels. Then bad things happen, you know, those trigger warnings, yeah, those. Then, you know, rinse and repeat and it happens again. It was just all so intense. And that was just book 1. So we'll just, you know, without giving away spoilers, we'll say all that keeps happening. Book 1 ends, right? Book 2 picks up where book 1 ends. And I'm going to say this, book 2 is more intense and it's a little bit darker than book 1. So I'm sitting here reading book 2 and I'm like, wait, book 1 just blew me away. And so now book 2, I'm like trying to wrap my head around things because I'm like already shook and blown away by what I had read in book 1, because I had signed up for the arc of book 2, right? And so I was just like, oh, I'll go read book 1, because book 2 I got an email from NerdFam and I was like, oh, I'll sign up for book 2 because it sounds really good, right? And I had not, like I said, I had not heard of these books. And so I was like, oh, I'll go read book 1, no big deal. And I'm just like, this is insane. And you know, normally if I just get an e-arc, I don't always post videos anymore. I don't post videos if I just get e-arcs. I just do like a typed out one on Instagram. So I know that sounds like bad, but I cannot do a video for each e-arc I get. It's just, I can't. Anyways, we talked about that before, but these were so good that I'm like, I have to talk to you guys about how good these books are. It is what it is. I'm like, I have to share how good these books are because I am not going to sit on these books. I'm not going to sit on this gold mine. So these are fantasy romance. And again, book 1 is The Other Side of the Mirror and book 2 is The Mirror in the Mountain. Now, I'm going to give you an overview of book 1, but I'm not going to tell you what book 2 is about because it does pick up where book 1 is off. And you know my rules, no spoiler review. So here's your overview of book 1. Eva learns some shocking truths about her family's death and who she really is. Bash is taking Eva to Avriel, her betrothed and mate, to break a curse on the Fae lands. On this path, Eva is untangling the web of lies that she has been told and learning things that she never even imagined possible. This book, this series, so far has been so good. It is labeled a trilogy and only book 1 and 2 are out so far. And the way book 2 ended, I don't even have a clue where she is gonna take book 3. Like I don't know, like I said, these books kept throwing things at me, twists and turns like from left field. I didn't know I was like in shock half the time what was going on and shook. So I don't even know what is gonna happen. And the next book, that when she throws out the book 3, so I don't know when they're gonna come out. Because book 2 was just released recently, so I don't know. All I know is these books are crazy, they're good, they're intense, and I absolutely loved them. And I could not sit on this gold mine, and I had to share it with you. So I love these 2 books, and I think you might too.